channel. So very excited for this one today. I'm going to be taking you guys through what I eat on a day-to-day basis to hold a lean physique year round. Now, even though I'm traveling, my diet stays very routine, very structured year round. I find having that structure of my diet helps me keep my routine in check, which allows me to deliver the best service to my clients possible. As well as that, I like to look lean year round. I want to be good for content, I want to be good for networking and things like that. I'm going to be running you guys through some of the tips and tricks that I use on a day-to-day basis to stay lean year round, and how to stay on track with your diet or traveling really as well. So what I'm going to be running you through today is going to be what I eat on a day-to-day basis, how you should set up your diet, because the amount of food I eat is very specific to me. Like I said, I'm going to be taking you to the gym, so I'm going to be showing you what I have pre-workout, post-workout. I'm going to be showing you what I drink during my workout. I've also got a couple other bits planned today, so I'm actually going to be hitting the gym to film some more of my exercise library for our members port as well. But we're about to have meal one, so I'm going to show you guys what I got. Alright guys, so meal number one every single day for me is actually eggs with a hell of a lot of vegetables. So here we have it, meal one, which consists of 5 eggs, 100 grams of pepper, 100 grams of tomato, and 70 grams of mushrooms. So there's several reasons why I have this meal in the morning. So firstly, I have this meal every single morning. So I think it's so important to have structure in your morning and a solid morning routine, and having the same breakfast every day is a big part of that. Why do I have eggs? So firstly, it is minimal carbohydrates. Now I don't want anyone to develop a bad relationship with carbohydrates. They're not bad at all. Carbohydrates are your main form of energy source. I have a lot of carbohydrates throughout the day. However, I like to push them back a bit in the morning because I feel like the second I have some in meal one, it makes me want more. So by sticking to fats and proteins like eggs, it just means I feel actually quite full, quite satisfied, but it doesn't make me want more food. So as you can see, it's a very voluminous meal. If I literally just had 5 eggs there, it would be a couple mouthfuls, but because I've added all this veg, it means I get a lot more food, but not many calories at all. So I'm gonna stick the calories and macros on the screen for this meal, but very voluminous food there. And then sauces. With this, I just go with ketchup. If you can get lower calorie stuff, brilliant. You can't get it over here. Just don't go crazy with the sauces. Same with oils and things like that. These calories add up, like big time. I have 6 meals a day, every single day. That stays the same whether I am bulking, cutting, whether I'm on 2,000 calories a day, whether I'm on 6,000 calories a day. And the reason I do that is to spread out my protein evenly throughout the day. So we want to be continuously spiking muscle protein synthesis around every 2 to 3 hours. This is going to avoid muscle protein breakdown. So you're going to have a protein goal you're going to need to hit every single day. I recommend aiming for 1 gram per pound of lean body weight. So I weigh 220 pounds. I should go for at least 220 grams of protein, and that's split up into 6 meals per day. So around 40 to 50 grams per meal. But I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna crack on with my first proper workload of the day, which is gonna be some client check-ins. And then usually I'd have meal one and go to the gym to train. But like I said, I'm gonna be filming that exercise library today, so I'll take you guys through that as well. Yeah man, that was the same for me when I was Iceland, to be fair. Here we are at Nai Han Gym. So like I said, today I'm going to be filming some more of our exercise library for our clients. So the exercise library is part of the service that we offer. We do believe that we offer one of the most elite online coaching services available at the moment. So we are always looking to improve, always looking to fill in any gaps in our service, looking to provide the best service possible, which is why we continue to get some of the best results that I actually see around the market today. So a big part of our service is education, not just the exercise library, but courses that we put our clients through as well. We make sure they are well educated on everything: training, nutrition, supplementation, so they're equipped to build their own plans, equipped to change their own nutrition, so that they're set up really for the rest of their life, not just for the 8, 12, 16 week or year transformation, however long they decide to stay with us. I want them to be able to leave and be confident to be able to actually continue to make the progress for the rest of their life and sustain the progress that they've made with us as well, if they choose to, of course. So this exercise library is just one of the things that we offer. We are just filling in the gaps today, really. We do have the majority of the exercise library filmed, but there's just a few exercises that we want to get in there. So James is doing an hour and a half now, and then I'm going to be doing an hour and a half of this when he finishes from 8:30, so in about 3 minutes time. So he'll be finishing off that last exercise now. I'll try and put a bit of this in the vlog for you guys today. I'm not sure how it will work out, just because we are going to be using this camera to film my part of the exercise library today, so there's not going to be much behind the scenes stuff and stuff like that. But then after that, I'll see you at home for meal 2. You may start noticing it when you start getting stronger, and then with that as well, you're going to pick up niggles over time. So it's going to be a matter of standing relatively close to the table stone there. And you just want to curl up in an upwards motion, keep it nice and slow, controlled. You want to make sure that the only part of your body that is moving is your forearm. We're here now at meal 2. I've just finished filming that exercise library. I'm probably not going to put any of that footage into this vlog just because, like I said, there's no behind the scenes stuff. It was just more direct footage getting that done. But we ticked off around 20 to 30 exercises between me and James. So a very productive day so far. We're heading now for meal 2. So we're at a meal prep company called Pure Prep in Nai Han. So these companies are absolutely brilliant because they literally tell you the calories and macros on the menu. So I'm just going to plug those straight into MyFitnessPal. I have ordered pesto chicken with sweet potato mash and then almond milk cappuccino. So this is somewhere where a lot of people I find really mess up their diets, and it's with coffees, sauces, oils and things like that. So almond milk cappuccino is one of the lowest calorie coffees you can get. The best option is obviously go for a black coffee. And if you're adding sugar and things like this, you need to account for these calories. I always use sweeteners, so they have 0 calories and they don't add to your energy balance in any way, shape or form. So I recommend using sweeteners and just going for low calorie coffees. Next time you go to Starbucks, whatever you have, stick it in MyFitnessPal and I'm sure you will be surprised by the amount of calories in there. But I'm actually joined here with my good friend Shane. So Shane's been a good friend of mine since we're about 10 years old, to be honest, and he's been on a bit of this journey with us as well because he was out in Dubai same time as us, he's also in Phuket same time as us, and he's doing his own thing right now and he's got his own online income. So I just wanted to introduce Shane to the channel if you want to hop over here, cuz. So yeah, like I said, Shane's been a good friend of mine for years. So yeah, what do you do, Shane? What do you do online?
I'm actually a currency trader in the foreign exchange market. I'm a real one, I'm not a fake guru. Yeah, so I sell education and I have my own online community which I run by myself. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you. Yeah, and you've been doing it for quite a while, haven't you, Shane? And it's only recently where it's really started to come off. So is there any advice you'd give to people when they are really trying to start something up? Anything at all, really?
Just believe in yourself, I guess. Like, I'm lucky to have guys like Sam and James in my corner who gave me that extra confidence. I also met a lot of guys on this journey who enabled me to believe in myself, I guess. But I'd just say if you have a vision and a goal and you're truly passionate about something, you just need to follow it and just stay persistent and yeah, just don't give up, really.
100%, man. And in the environment me and Shane's been in the past few months in terms of Dubai and all these places where, you know, everyone's kind of working online, and it's really opened our eyes to there are so many different things you can do, and there is absolutely no need to follow the, you know, the standards kind of written out life for you that is put there by society. And there's so many different ways, so many different things you can do. Like I said, Shane's doing his Forex trading, me and James are online coaches. If you're passionate about something, if you have a skill, if there's anything you're interested in at all, we've got a good friend Mike who does drop shipping, and other good friends who do drop shipping. There are a million ways to make money online. So yeah, I couldn't recommend it enough, guys, and just really start pushing for that. All right, guys, so the meal is here. Like I said, I've got the almond cappuccino, which I've already had a bit of, and then we've got chicken and pesto, sorry, with sweet potato mash. So like I said, the great thing about this place is that they've literally got the calories and macros on the menu. What have you got there, Shane?
Beef mince, scrambled egg, potato, and some salsa, and a lime.
Not bad. And MyFitnessPal allows you to just add these foods in, so it's not directly on there, but if you just literally just click add food, you can put in the exact calories and macros and just add it to your daily allowance. So things like this are not off plan. You can have these as much as you want and just make sure that they actually hit your calorie and macro goals. Obviously, if we're eating at places where we can't track, there's got to be a lot of guessing work and stuff in there. We get a lot less accurate. But the more we can track, the more we can kind of keep everything dialed in. So guys, post meal 2, I'm actually just going for a walk now. So I know it's not me eating anything, this is a full day of eating, but this does directly impact my ability to stay lean year round. So at the moment, my step goal is 12,000 steps daily. So I'm making sure I hit that, track it all with my Apple Watch. So I do highly recommend pushing your step goal up, because this is going to shift your energy balance in your favor, mean you can eat a bit more food. It's also going to aid with digestion and things like that. But it was a great catch up with Shane. If you guys do want to follow him, I'm going to stick his Instagram up in front here, so give that a follow if you are interested in forex trading and things like that. And yeah, it's just super important to surround yourself with people like that. So it's good to be surrounded by people with Shane, James, all those boys in my corner who are also super motivated and working towards what they want to work towards. But I usually use these walks to kind of just get back to clients, reply to all their messages. So you'll notice I obviously done a big block of replies earlier today. I'm going to do another big block of replies while I'm walking along here, and I think that's super important for your kind of mental well-being as well. When you are running an online business and you do have a lot of people who rely on you and are constantly messaging you, it's important to go to your message box and not to let your message box come to you. So every 2 or 3 hours, that's where I usually jump on WhatsApp or reply to everyone in one big go, and I'll keep my message box open. Then I'll be there for about half an hour. I'm replying to anyone who's there, and then about 1 or 2 hours later I'll do it again. But I think if you've got constant messages coming through and every time someone messages you, you feel like you need to reply to them instantly, you're going to spend all day on your phone, and it's not very productive in all other areas. So as you can see, we spent today filming the exercise library. We're always looking to level up our service, and by approaching the messages in this way, it gives me time to actually pan these things out and make sure that we are providing the best service possible to our clients. So guys, we're back at the apartment for meal number 3. So this is going to be my pre-workout meal. I like to have this around half an hour before I train. But before I run through the meal, I'm going to quickly run you through my intra and pre-workout, my pre and intra workout supplements. So, grab these out now. And the pride is up here, I believe. There we go. So I'm lucky enough to be sponsored by EHP Labs. They are an Australian supplement company with an incredible range of products, in my opinion. They taste incredible, they've got great ingredients, and everything just, yeah, is absolutely perfect for us. They sort us out no matter where we go in the world. So when I say us, I mean myself and James. So they sponsor the 2 of us. Firstly, we've got the pre-workout. So I always have 2 scoops of this before I train, literally every single session. My go-to flavor is the sour green apple flavor. So this has been my go-to for years. They continuously bring out new flavors. I always go back to this one, apart from one other, which is up there with the sour green apple, I'd say, which is raspberry twizzle. So this is a lot more bitter, but it's a really nice taste. And then the raspberry twizzle is a lot sweeter. So when I'm deep in a cutting phase, I usually like the raspberry twizzle because it's a bit of a treat. So I go 2 scoops in this one, and that will be drank on my way to the gym. And then my intra workout shake, I'm gonna have 2 scoops of Beyond EAAs, or BCAAs and EAAs from EHP Labs as well. And my go-to flavor is the grape candy lollipop. So anything grape to me just tastes absolutely amazing. As well as this, I think it's a pineapple I like as well, but the grape one is absolutely nuts. And then glutamine, so this is for digestive health. And then I've also got creatine, which goes in the intra workout shake as well. So I've actually ran out of EHP Labs creatine, so I've got this one in here. And then I've got a post-workout protein shake, which I have from EHP Labs as well, which I'll be showing you when I get back from the gym. But I'm just gonna whip these ones up now, and then we're gonna get started with meal 3. We're going to go on to meal 3 now. So again, like I said, it's my pre-workout meal. This is the same pretty much every day. I do alternate the fat sources occasionally, depending on whether the avocados are actually good to eat, because in Thailand it can be hit and miss. So if I can't get any avocado in there, I get peanut butter. But it's basically chicken, rice, avocado. I'll get the quantities up for you on the screen in a minute when I'm eating it, and I'll run you over exactly what I'm eating and why I'm eating it as well. But I'm just gonna quickly whip this one up, and then I'll see you outside with the meal. So guys, here we have it. Pre-workout meal is in. So I've got 140 grams of cooked chicken breast, 250 grams of cooked basmati rice, 100 grams of green veg, again, just going for that volume there. 20 grams of peanut butter, because the avocado wasn't ripe, and they never seem to be in Thailand, they're pretty hit and miss. And then as much water as I can get down as well. So I typically go for like 5 to 7 liters of water a day, and I heavily salt each meal. Now this is really, really important, because we need both water and sodium in order to efficiently uptake carbohydrates. And the higher we can push these within reason, the better we're gonna be able to uptake these carbohydrates. We're gonna get better pump, better recovery, better blood flow, less cramping. So if I haven't had enough salt in a day, then I will cramp up in whatever muscle I've trained, and you might notice this as well in yourself, but they are things that you do want to push up. So I salt my food to the point where it's just about edible, really. So this is my pre-workout meal, and then depending on whether I feel satisfied or not after this, I might get some fruit in alongside it as well. But I'm gonna get this down and head to the gym for chest and back. So it's my first day on a brand new training split today. So I'm not gonna film this workout. This video isn't about that. This video is gonna be about my food intake. I will get you guys a physique update at the end of the workout just to kind of show you how I'm looking at the moment in terms of my physique and the physique that I am maintaining on this diet. And then I'll come back and get the post-workout meal in. But I'm gonna dig into this now. And then like I said, I might get that fruit in as well, we'll see. All right guys, so post chest and back. So that was my first session on this new split. Still got 2 exercises left. I've not done any biceps to the end yet, but thought I'd get the physique update in as I'm feeling quite fatigued now. So as promised, I'm sat at the moment 98.5 kg on the dot this morning. And this is how we're looking. So the end of this cut, we pulled down to about 96.5 was my lowest, and we were down to about 2,450 calories a day. We've now pushed back up and sat at 2,750 calories with 12,000 steps a day rather than 15,000 steps as well. So I feel like I've gained a bit more fullness back. The plan is to kind of sit on this calorie amount now until Marbella. So sat at 2,750 is just below my maintenance really, and this is going to give me a bit of a safety margin for when I inevitably do slightly overeat on the odd meal, when I eat out and things like that. So it just means it kind of accumulates during the week and will add up to around my maintenance calories. So it'll keep this nice lean physique throughout the summer, but this is how we're looking. So guys, we're back at the apartment for meal 4. This one is my post-workout meal. So what I've got here is a load of fruit. I'm absolutely loving this about Thailand at the moment. There's a lot of fresh fruit available, and the lady at the fruit stand chops it all up for me as well. So nice and convenient. So in there I've got 200 grams of watermelon, 150 grams of pineapple, and then 150 grams of mango as well. And then in my pre-workout meal, I didn't show you guys, I did end up having some fruit as well. So it was 100 grams of each of these. So I will stick that on the tally, on the calories at the end. And as well as that, I've got 1 scoop of EHP Labs Isopats in vanilla flavors. This is by far my favorite flavor that they do. And to be honest, one of my favorite protein shakes I've ever tasted. Anytime I run out of this powder, and I have to buy another brand while I'm waiting for EHP Labs to send me this, I'm actually, yeah, none of them compare. And to me, this tastes like melted vanilla ice cream. If you make it right anyway, don't put too much water in it. So I put about that much water in. So really not much at all. I watch a lot of people butcher their protein shakes by putting so much water in it. You lose the taste, it becomes really watery and pretty gross. So water, ice, and then just froth it up. And again, it comes down to volume. So if you've got a blender, I don't in Thailand, which is quite annoying, but if you can blend it with ice and water, it tastes absolutely incredible there as well. So the vanilla is incredible, the strawberry is really good. This chocolate is sound. Chocolate wouldn't be my first choice at all, but it is good if you put it with things like oats and things like that. So that is what I've got post-workout. As well as that, this is a isolate, so it's very easy to digest. So isolates are a lot more refined than whey protein concentrates or whey protein casein, so there's a much less lactose content. It's basically just trace of lactose. And you'll notice in all of my meals today, there's no lactose, there's no gluten. And that's because I got a terrible digestive system, to be honest. I can't digest these things. So the way I'll approach it is on a day-to-day basis, I eat foods that I can digest well. So no gluten, no lactose, no red meat, no potatoes. And then if I am going out for a meal, I drop a digestive enzyme. So I pick those up from Revive. You can get them from most pharmacies and stuff anyway, just any digestive enzymes. Drop that 20 minutes before I eat, and then I can kind of eat what I want on that meal. So on a day-to-day basis, I just eat what I can eat. A lot of people out there, I'm sure there might be some of you watching this now who struggle with digestive issues. A lot of my clients come to me in the same position, and I'm quite experienced when it does come to digestion. So it is something that we take very seriously at Built by Bold Twins. We do look into that. It's very important that your digestion is working properly, because if you're eating foods that you can't digest right, then you're not going to be able to properly digest and use the macro and micronutrients inside the food. So it's important that you do sort that out and figure out what foods are triggering you. But that is my post-workout meal, and then in my pre-workout meal I also added a load of fruit in there as well. So I'll add that to the tally on the calories. It was 100 grams of each of these fruits. But I'm going to get this down, and then I'm going to start work block number 2 of the day. So work block number 1 is check-ins, like you saw earlier. Monday to Thursday, work block number 2 is check-ins as well. But it's a Saturday today, so we don't have crazy amounts of check-ins. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, my second work block I use for more admin stuff. So set this down and then we're gonna crack on with that. All right then guys, so we're back in the kitchen and this time for meal number 5. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to talk to you guys about prepping your meals and making sure we are prepped in advance, because I've actually run out of cooked chicken in the oven, or in the fridge, sorry. So I'm actually just bulk cooking a load up now. So for the majority of you out there, you are gonna have very busy lives, probably full-time jobs, a lot of responsibilities. And I can tell you now, if you are gonna be planning to cook 6 meals a day from scratch, you're either gonna fail or you're gonna have a pretty miserable life because you're gonna spend your whole time here. So it's very important that you get on top of your prepping. This is why structuring your meals is so important and understanding what you are gonna eat during the week. So the way we typically approach it with our clients is they will have their calorie and macro goals that we set for them. And I also write them a meal plan based on foods that they enjoy, which fits those calorie and macro goals perfectly. So in my experience, not many people can stick to a meal plan. I can see why it's very restrictive. It's, you know, this, meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, meal 4, meal 5, etc. Same meals each and every day to the gram. So it's very restrictive. So the way I like to approach it is to use the meal plan as structure and guidance, but to still track everything so then the client has the flexibility to swap foods in and out as and when they wish. So I'm cooking up right now 2 kilograms of chicken breast. The great thing about having the meal plan there would obviously be, okay, so this is the amount of meals of chicken I have per day. We actually have a feature in our app which shows the client an exact shopping list of what they need for the week. So X amount of chicken breast, X amount of rice, etc. The food that I typically prep up, like I said, I got 2 kilos of chicken that I'm cooking up here. Usually I cook this in the oven, but this apartment isn't equipped for that. It's super easy. You literally just line them all up on a baking tray, cover it in whatever seasoning you want. So I'm going with paprika and salt, and I'm just gonna absolutely cake it in that. And then, yeah, literally just leave it in the oven for like 30 minutes. And then the way I typically store it will just be in a big Tupperware in the fridge. I pre-chop it so I make sure it's ready to go in my meals, and then that will be stored in a big Tupperware. I think dividing it into individual Tupperwares initially is not an ideal situation, because one, it's kind of set then. Like I said, you want that flexibility in case you do have a meal out, in case you might get a Tesco meal deal, I don't know, and you need to make sure that you can cut out some food. So I keep it all in one massive Tupperware. So I'll have all the chicken breasts in there. I'll also cook up like a week's worth of rice. Again, that will be in one big Tupperware, and then a big tub of green veg as well. So they're my 3 bulk things. I recommend the way you should structure your meals should be several meals a day, which are the exact same, and then a couple meals which are kind of flexible. So it might be your breakfast, your pre-workout meal, your post-workout meal, and your lunch are the exact same. And then meal 5 in the evening, you know every day you've got the exact same amount of calories and protein to play with, and you can make that up with whatever you want. So it gives you the flexibility to eat with your partner, you know, make sure you can actually have a bit more flexibility with your diet, but it also gives you the structure so you can actually prep your food and make sure that everything is in place for the week. So guys, that is meal 5 done. So I've just whipped up that chicken with the rice, peppers, mushrooms, tomatoes, and spinach. So as you can see, there's a hell of a lot of volume in there, and it's 450 calories, so it's literally a plateful. It's gonna fill me up, and it's not gonna make a huge dent in my calorie allowance. Now, I'm not gonna show you guys meal 6 because it is the exact same as this, but in this meal, we've got 160 grams of cooked chicken breast, we've got 160 grams of cooked basmati rice, we've got 100 grams of spinach, 100 grams of tomato, 100 grams of pepper, and 60 grams of mushrooms. So I'm gonna stick those calories up on the screen. Like I said, meal 5 and meal 6 are the exact same. Right now I'm in a maintenance phase. I'm not looking to really build any more muscle. I'm also not looking to cut down. I'm eating at maintenance. This calorie amount is slightly below my calculated maintenance calories because, like I said, it gives me a bit of margin for error with things like those almond cappuccinos when I do have my 1 or 2 off-plan meals a week. You know, if I overeat in those over the weeks, that will accumulate, and if I'm eating dead on my maintenance calories every single day, those extra bits on the weekends are going to add up and it's going to tip me over. And like I said, this summer I just want to hold this look, and that's my goals right now, that's my plans, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So for you, you might want to be in a surplus, you might want to be in a deficit depending on the goals right now. But if you are lean and you want to hold your lean physique over the summer, stick just below maintenance calories for you. Go for voluminous foods, go for a minimum of 4 meals per day, because like I said, we want to be continuously spiking that muscle protein synthesis. And that is it really, guys. That is my full day of eating wrapped up. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. This channel is going to be going down a very different route now. I want to show you guys a proper insight to my life in terms of what I do day to day as an online coach, client experiences, things like this. So we've got a lot planned over the next few weeks. Especially with the traveling and things like that, and I want to show you guys the places I get to live in as well. So like I said, I'm in Thailand at the moment. This year I spent 2 months in Australia. I spent New Year's Eve and 3 months in Dubai. I spent a couple months in the UK, and it's only July. It's the start of July now. Plan is to head to UK for a 2-week block, and I'm heading to Marbella for 2 weeks, back to the UK for a couple weeks, and then I'm either going to head to Bali if it's open to unvaccinated, because I'm not vaccinated, so I can't get in there right now. If Bali doesn't open, I'll be coming back here to Thailand. That's my plan right now. I want to be introducing my circle to you guys as well, so my brothers, my mentors, my girlfriend, everything like that. So I'm going to be getting all that on this channel. So if you guys do want to keep up with my life, then make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. But I appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next video.